Corruption is killing football. Let's talk about it.
This is what happened.
There you go. There you go. That's it, taken directly across. He's at least a metre onside.
So the question is not was he on or off? The question is, why didn't the Matchday Centre, why didn't Darren England in VAR take his time to look at that? And I do not buy the reason that we've been given from the production team, which is, well, it keeps the game moving.
No, it's a nonsense.
Close. We don't want to check.
It's a nonsense.
Absolute nonsense. 3 minutes, 20 seconds, I repeat, at Goodison today, to find whether Calvert-Lewin was onside, or 3 minutes, 20 seconds. It would have taken, what?
Richard, look, it shouldn't have taken any time. We can see by the naked eyes onside. Now, they should be able to clarify that within 30 seconds, a minute, max. When it's as straight as that, when it's as easy as that, when it's as obvious as that. The VAR should be all across that and produce these kind of pictures that show he was onside. The goal should have stood.
See, we're always told offsides are not subjective. It's on or off. Well, they've made that subjective.
There you go.
Until
listen, it's not often I feel sorry for Liverpool, as you'll know that. But you have to feel for them here. I mean, as I said, I think they were a bit unlucky with Curtis Jones, but I don't even argue with him being sent off.
Put a line on it, and it'll prove one way or the other whether he was on or off. The naked eye now is not good enough.
No,
you can't run that risk.
This is
what happened.
There you go. There you go. That's it, taken directly across. He's at least a metre onside.
So the question is not was he on or off? The question is, why didn't the Matchday Centre, why didn't Darren England in VAR take his time to look at that? And I do not.
It's getting too much now. It's getting too much. Now, what I'm going to say tonight probably going to get me cancelled, but it's just going to have to be said. I don't care no more. Football's dead. Let's face it. This sport we love is not a sport anymore. It's a money-making scheme for corrupt officials and backhanded people to make money out of us out of us poor fans. It's as simple as that. That's what football is now. It's corrupt. I'm sick of this. I'm so sick and tired of it. And it's not just Liverpool either. It's not just Liverpool. This has happened to everyone over this last few weeks in this league. Look, I don't like Man United. I think they're scum. But I watched their highlights today. They got it as well. Everyone's getting it. Everyone's getting it. This is not the sport we love anymore. They brought VAR in to make more money. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. They didn't bring it in to correct the mistakes that referees were making before. Look, human beings make mistakes. It's just natural life. You make mistakes and you learn from it. You grow as a person and you make sure you don't make them mistakes anymore. It's natural. Every human being is not perfect, you know. We all make mistakes. Referees always used to make mistakes. Yeah, it happened. We got over it. We went to the pub to talk about it with our mates the following day. And then by the next weekend, we get on with it and it doesn't matter anymore because it's a natural process. Yeah, we get over it. But as soon as they brought VAR in, the refs in this country have got worse. The refs in this country have got worse by the day. They can't referee no more. They can't referee no more. You might as well get me or someone else refereeing because we're just as good. They don't rely on their skills no more. Their eyesight is nothing. You might as well not have a referee. Officiating is so bad now in this country, it's unreal. That's why the FIFA and Europe and UEFA don't want our officials in their tournaments because our officials are bad. They're not good enough. They are terrible. And look, this ain't got anything about Spurs. I'm not coming at Spurs today. Spurs are not the reason the officials in this country were terrible, yeah? Look, Spurs, it's nothing to do with Tottenham Hotspur. It's nothing to do with any other club. It's to do with the fact that these officials have got a blatant agenda against Liverpool Football Club. And it's becoming obvious by the day. It's becoming obvious by the day for me. I'm getting sick and tired of it. I literally can't be bothered anymore. I love football. It's the greatest sport on earth. And money is making it worse. What will happen with these officials making these mistakes? What will happen to these officials? Someone tell me. What will happen to these officials that continue making mistakes? I'll tell you what will happen. They get a slap on the wrist and go, very, very naughty of you, John. Very naughty of you, John. How could you not do your job last week? You cost a football team points. How dare you, John? Naughty boy. Go and sit on the naughty step for 10 minutes and come back and apologise. That's all they do. They're not accountable. They don't care. They don't care. I'll tell you who cares. Fans. Us fans. Worldwide. The millions of fans that follow football, follow their clubs up and down the country, live and breathe this. I get in the net constantly. I don't mind being outplayed by a football team. If Spurs outplayed us today and were just a far better football team, we got beaten fair and square, I'm not coming on here and having a go at anyone else but ourselves. But that weren't the case today. That just weren't the case. Tottenham were terrible today. Awful. Liverpool showed up. In fact, Liverpool, I am so proud of the boys. I'm so proud of this football club today because we showed the world that we are back. We showed the world our mentality today. We showed the world we are back. And I just find it disgusting that what's happening in our game that we love. And I'm not just talking from a Liverpool point of view. I'm talking from everything. You know, from a Man United point of view, a Crystal Palace point of view, a Brighton point of view, an Aston Villa, a Leicester, a Chelsea. You know, all these fans are getting bad decisions from awful officiating that are ruining the beautiful game. This is the most simple game in the world. There is nothing really more simple than a game of football. It's two teams of 11 players, and whoever scores the most wins that game. It's the most beautiful, easy, simple game in the world to play that any human being can pick up. And they're making it worse by the day with the corrupt officiating, the money in the game, the money they're coming from outside the game. It's just awful. It's just awful. I can't be doing it. Can't be doing it. Big up Toto Hammer in the house. Hope you're doing well. Big up Alexander in the house. Bruno, Gary, Jamie, how you doing, man? Man like Joe, Ashley, Russell in the house. Big up to you. We need a public inquiry into the potential corruption in the PGMOL. Individuals' emails, account, WhatsApp messages. Yeah, we need everything, man. Look, there's a special Panorama show on Monday night that no one knows what it's about. like this secret panorama show that they don't know what it's about. Maybe it's that. Maybe they've investigated the PGMOL and we're going to find out some serious shit. You know, it's got to be something. It's got to be something. Big up Pimp in Distress, my man. Big up Jamie. You know my long-standing chat. Get me new owners. Time to change it to get me decent refs on and off the pitch. Best of the fan. Big up to you, my friend. Much love. Much love. We got Rob today, simply today, done VAR and refs. Look, you know when it's bad. Big up John in the chat as well. Doing well, mate. You know when it's bad when even Man United fans, even Manchester United fans are coming out and say Liverpool were robbed. That's when you know it's bad. When Man United fans come out and tell you that Liverpool are robbed, you know something's messed up. You just do. You just know something's messed up. But this ain't the first time. I'm getting sick and tired of it, really. I'm getting sick and tired of the corruption in the game. Let's go back a couple of seasons ago. Does everyone remember Rodri's handball in the penalty box against Everton that VAR apparently didn't see? The most blatant handball anyone's ever seen in their lives, where it hit him right here. Yeah? Do we all remember that? And because if they gave the penalty that night and Everton equalised to make that a draw, guess who wins the league? Guess who wins the league that season? Yeah, that's what happens. How about when an official on the pitch who is there to abide the law and protect the footballers elbows our left back in the face? What happened, chat? Chat, what happened? What happened when that official last season, who's there to protect the players and abide by the rules of the game, elbowed our left back in the face on the pitch after the match? What happened, guys? What happened then? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. He's actually congratulated by the refereeing world. The refereeing world congratulated him because Robbo just went up to him and told him where to go because he's a terrible official. That's all right for that official then to elbow Robbo in the face. And everyone was like, people on Talk Sport after, Simon Jordan and all that, oh, Robbo deserved it. What are you chatting about? An official can't assault a player. What are we chatting about? Pickford ruining Virgil van Dijk's career. Nothing. Harry Kane 2 years ago in the same stadium. The foul on Jota, was it? Knee high, studs up, yellow card. Even after a VAR review, yellow card. Jota getting pushed in the penalty box in that same game, no penalty. After a VAR review. Bobby Firmino, was it against Arsenal? Where he got his goal disallowed? That could have won us the league after a VAR review. It's just... There's so much evidence to back all this up for us Liverpool fans. And rival fans and people are going to probably say, oh, it's always poor Liverpool. But we're backing it up with facts. I'm backing everything up with facts. There's an agenda against us. Massively. Everyone calls us Liverpool. Do you know Liverpool barely get any penalties for a VAR? How many times does Mo Salah get fouled? And nothing ever happened. I saw Mo Salah today get a yellow card for winning the ball back. He got a yellow card for winning the ball back. Where was the penalty VAR decision on Joe Gomez from Van der Ven? What was the difference between what Van der Ven did on Joe Gomez to what Van Dijk did against Newcastle? What was the difference? What was the difference? None. I saw Jota today. Jota just running back, just casually running back, and the Tottenham, the fullback in front of him, Udogie, just fell over, where he tripped over his own feet, And the referee went up the jotter and went, "Here you go, you can have a yellow card for that, son." So I was like, I'm just jogging, man. I'm just jogging. And he just fell over his own. Virgil van Dijk. Now, this is the one that annoys me the most, guys. This is the one that annoys me the most. Virgil van Dijk is the only player in Premier League history who got a longer ban on his red card for swearing at the referee. Where's the punishment for every other player that swears at a referee? Someone tell me. Can someone show me? Can someone tell me where the punishment is for other players? Where is it? Where is it? Everyone swears at referees, but Van Dijk got, he got sent off, and I still look at that game and think it was a good tackle. He got sent off, and Virgil went up, told him where to go, and they gave him an extra 2-game ban. Yeah? For swearing at the ref. Where I see people swear at refs all the time. Oh, we've got to make an example of Liverpool. It's Liverpool and Virgil van Dijk. We have to make an example. There's a blatant agenda, man. What about Trent Alexander-Arnold being pushed in the back by Gordon against Newcastle? And they actually gave the throw-in to Newcastle when it should have been a free kick to Liverpool. And all that might not have happened, what happened in that game if the referee did their job properly. All I'm doing is speaking facts. I'm not bringing up no lies, no conspiracy theories. I'm just bringing up absolute facts that we can all back up because there's video proof, there's everything. We watch the games. Yeah, and Trent got a yellow for it as well, didn't he, for being fouled? Trent got a yellow for being fouled. Big up, Gemma. Thank you very much. Big up, Fozzie in the chat. Yeah, he got a yellow for being fouled. Big up, Ashley. It's just... Oh, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I can't sit here and lie because I get done for stuff, yeah? Right? I'm sitting here and just backing up things. Anyone wants to come at me, I can find all the proof. I can find all the proof of these games. Find all the proof of these games. All the time. There's no lies there. Big up FC Rico. We got mugged off today. We got massively mugged off. Massively. I've got other things I want to show you guys. 1 second. I've got something else here to show you. Where is it? Right. I don't know if you guys have seen this, so I'm going to show you this one as well.
Against Liverpool.
Oh, no.
The goal by...
Right. This actually made me feel sick. This made me feel sick because what Gary Neville says. Big up Gary Neville, by the way. I'm never one to really praise Gary Neville, but Gary Neville's going for VAR here and that, and he calls out their lies. Let me show you this, guys, because he calls out their lies. Let me show you. Right, I'm down here. Right. He brings out their lies here. Everyone watch this. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
PGMOL acknowledge a significant human error occurred during the first half of Tottenham Hotspur against Liverpool.
Oh, no.
The goal by Luis Diaz was disallowed for offside by the on-field team of match officials.
No.
This was a clear and obvious factual error and should have resulted in the goal being awarded through VAR intervention. However, the VAR failed to intervene, and this is why we couldn't get the shot of the lines being on the situation. PGMOL will conduct a full review into the circumstances which led to the error.
No, Kelly, seriously.
Yes, that's what's happened.
No, at the time, I thought we get the VAR up on the commentary box before anybody else does, and I thought that's onside. And then all of a sudden, you just hear in your ear.
You need to expect you get a preview of the pictures,
we get
don't
a preview
you?
of the pictures up on the gantry, and we get the actual commentary from the VAR officials to the referee. And you all of a sudden, like, check complete. Like, what? No.
Check complete. So Gary Neville is saying now, when he was doing commentary, he heard in his ears, check complete. Check complete. Which means VAR looked at it and said check complete. But VAR in their statement are saying they didn't look at it. That they didn't look at it because VAR weren't working at the time. But Gary Neville in his commentary, and why would he lie? He's saying he heard in his ears, check complete.
All lines, it was so quick. And then obviously you've slowed it down at half time. It was too quick and something was obviously wrong. That is unbelievable. That is a bad one. That really, really, I mean, they said significant. That is very significant. And I think to be fair,
it makes you wonder how many others they've got.
Oh, no. There's a couple in the last few weeks that I just thought haven't been right. And I've been actually asking us, have we got the right cameras at these stadiums?
Yeah, big up Gary Neville. Big up Gary Neville, who's just basically pulling back the curtain there. That's what Gary Neville's doing, pulling back the curtain. They're coming out of one thing. Gary Neville, who's on commentary, and as he says, the commentators always see it first. They get to hear it first and they get to see it first. And in the microphone, in his ear, they said, check complete. And now they're saying they didn't even check it. This is where I get angry. And every Liverpool fan in this chat right now is angry as well. We're not angry at Tottenham Hotspur. This has got nothing to do with the opposition today. Yeah. Although there's some certain players I'm going to chat about in a minute that are diving motherfuckers and need to be called out. But this has got nothing to do with Tottenham Hotspur and the opposition today. To any Tottenham fans, I'm not going for you. I'm not being bitter and salty. This has got nothing to do with you. This is about the officials in this country that are. Look, I'm going to put something to you right now, guys. I'm going to say something to you guys right now, and I want your answers in the live chat. If Manchester City won today, would a Diaz's goal been onside? I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. If Manchester City won today, would a Diaz's goal been onside? Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Because I think it would have been. I think it would have been. Yep, everyone's agreeing. That's what I reckon as well. If Manchester City won tonight, if Manchester City won today, I shouldn't be thinking like this. And this is the other thing, guys. I and you and everyone, we shouldn't be thinking about this. Shouldn't be going through our brains because this is football. We're watching a game of football between two teams of 11 players having a good competitive football match, and the best team wins. Yeah, that's all it should be about. This shouldn't be going through our heads. I shouldn't be asking that question about if Man City won today, would that goal stood. I shouldn't be asking these questions. But the reason I'm asking these questions is because I have no trust in the officials that run our game. I have no trust in the FA, the Premier League, and whoever the money men are that's coming into this league now and putting all the bloody cash on the table. I have no trust in any of them. None. Big up, Eddie. Eddie, you do know where the money comes from. That's all I'm going to say. You know, that's all I'm going to say, man. Money, money, money. It's all they care about. All football care about no more. It's not just English football. It's worldwide. It's worldwide. Why do you think the Champions League has changed its format? There's nothing wrong with the Champions League format. But why do you think UEFA have changed the Champions League format? So it is. Why do you reckon we go on these ridiculous pre-season tours now? Why do you reckon these ridiculous pre-season tours are so popular? And why managers hate them? Do you really reckon any manager wants to take their team halfway around the world to do a couple of pre-season games? Don't worry, Mike. I'm going to come back to our boys in a minute. I'm going to talk about our boys in a minute. Don't you worry about that. I've just got to get all this off my chest. I've just got to get all this off my chest. I really do. This is not how you promote the Premier League around the world, in my opinion. If I'm watching this, if I didn't come from England and I was watching this, and I was watching this big game today, I'd be like, is this the way they're promoting this game? Because this looks fishy. This looks dodgy. And I shouldn't be thinking like that. Yeah, I'm looking, Man City lost today, and all of a sudden, Liverpool get some of the most corrupt, terrible decisions I've ever seen in a 90-minute game of football in my life. And I shouldn't be thinking like that. It's probably got nothing to do with any of it. It's probably got nothing to do with City. It's probably got nothing to do with anyone. But we're all thinking it because we have no faith in the people that run our game. No faith at all. None. We've got a team that's got 115 charges against them who are allowed to just get on with their daily lives. Got 115 charges against them. And they're just allowed to get on with their daily lives. Yeah, you carry on. You carry on. Don't worry about it. It's only 115 charges. How many more do you want? You got everything that's going at Man United with all their players and all that. You know, doing things they shouldn't be doing. And they'll just get on with your daily life. It don't matter. As long as you're bringing that in, what's anything matter? It's just... And it's not just about Liverpool either. I'm saying that right now for any rivals watching. I'm talking as a Liverpool fan right now because it's happened to us today. But I've seen it happen to rival teams all season so far, where they're getting ridiculous decisions going against them. And it just don't make sense. I don't know what VAR is doing. I don't trust VAR at all. I do not trust them. Because how many times do we know this don't happen at 3 o'clock kickoffs when we ain't watching? Look at all the 3 o'clock kickoffs. How do we know what's happening? How many mistakes do they actually make? In my opinion, the referees in this country were making less mistakes in games before VAR came in. I actually think the refs were better before VAR came in and all the technology, in my personal opinion. I didn't really have a much problem with officiating like I do now. In fact, I think officiating's worse now we've got technology in. Absolutely worse. Klopp's been right about it all this time. All this time when Klopp keeps talking about it. Could Jurgen Klopp is the only manager in this country who's got the gut to say it. And when he says it, they're like, oh, you can't say that, Jurgen, and just fine him constantly. Jurgen can't say anything no more. Jurgen said it today. If I say what I want to say, it's going to cost me a lot of money. Jurgen keeps getting fined and suspended constantly because he says the truth. And they don't like it. He says the truth. Rival fans always mock Jurgen for it. You know, he's being a bad loser and stuff like that. But I think rival fans are starting to see maybe he's not been a bad loser all this time. Maybe he's been speaking facts all these years. Facts. But you can't have someone talking about it. It's just driving me nuts. It's happened to so many teams. It's happened to Newcastle. It's happened to Chelsea. It's happened to Man United. It's happened to Man City. It's happened to a lot of teams. I'm only speaking about it because I'm a Liverpool fan. And it happened to my team today. And it's happened a lot to Liverpool with my own eyes. I've seen it facts. It's happened a lot to us. It's happened to a lot of teams. We need to... I don't know what we do. Personally, if I'm Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool, I don't turn up for the next game until this is sorted. I think teams should protest. I think all the teams in the Premier League should not play next weekend and go on a protest. Every single team in the Premier League because it's happening to every team. All 20 teams in this league are getting done by the dodgy officials in this country and the terrible technology that they rely their arse on too much. For me, I think all 20 teams should take a stand and go, we're not playing next week till you sort this mess out, because you're ruining our beautiful game. Either get this all fixed and set up better, or get rid of it. Just get rid of it. I'd rather go back to where it's just the referees make a mistake in the game and we move on. Yeah, public sector. You're right. But if I say that, I'm going to get cancelled. You know what I mean? It's just... I think we all need... rivalries aside. Rivalries aside. That's all band together. That's all band together as 20 teams. And go, you know what? We are not playing next weekend till you sort this crap out. Because it's costing us all. We're all losing points where we shouldn't lose points. Yeah? What if Liverpool could have won the league? But what if Liverpool lose the league by 2 points? Yeah? Say we finish 2 points behind Man City I'm just saying it out loud, yeah? It might not happen, but say we finish 2 points behind Man City or something like that, or a point against Man City. We're going to go back to this game. We're going to go back to this game and look at it and go, it weren't Liverpool's fault. It weren't the team's fault. It weren't the manager's fault. It was nothing to do with Spurs. It was nothing to do with Liverpool. It was the officiating on the day and the technology that doesn't work. That cost us that game. These players, they train hard, they work hard, they go for a match. It's such a result business is football now because the money involved. And the technology was meant to be there to help these teams get the right decisions constantly. But what they're doing is they're costing these teams. Because I tell you what VAR don't want. VAR don't want goals. They don't want people to score goals. They look constantly. They look constantly for a way to turn a goal away. I've seen it so much now where VAR look at every single goal and go, how do we try and cancel this goal out? They always look for something in a goal. Or did he handball it? Was that offside? Was there a foul over there? We've got to try and chalk this goal off. So for me, get them all together. Get them all together. Get all 20 teams together because it's happening to all 20 teams. And I'm bigging up all the rivals here as well. It's happening to you as well with these dodgy decisions. We all get together and make a pact and just go, we ain't playing next week. We ain't playing next week because you're costing us stuff. This has got to stop. This has got to stop. We got United Red. It says the tech works. Or apparently the tech didn't work today. That's what they're saying, United Red. Apparently today they're saying the technology actually wasn't working. But then Gary Neville said they told him in his ear when he was commentating that it was check over, which means they looked at it. This is how bad it's getting. This is how bad it's getting. John, what have they have they changed it? Let me have a look on Twitter. I haven't looked at anything. I've only looked at stuff I've seen so far. Let me have a look. Oh, sorry, my internet's going mad. It's the kids on their bloody laptops. Let me have a look. I do apologise. If that's the case, let me have a look. So I haven't looked at anything before. Oh, I've just seen it now from Ben Jacobs. Big up, everyone. Thank you very much. Okay, I've seen it now. Big up to everyone in the chat. Thank you. I don't know what's happened to my internet. It should be back in a minute. I do apologise for the internet. Yeah, I've only just seen it, guys. I didn't see it before with Darren England. So I've literally just seen it. Hopefully my internet comes back on in a minute. I don't know what's going on. The Wi-Fi is right down here. My Wi-Fi is right down. It should be back in a minute. I do apologise. If you can hear me, that's cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, as I'm saying, I didn't read that bit. So I take all that back. I take that bit back. I've only just seen it. So Ben Jacobs has put on Twitter, the PGMOL now saying the lines were drawn. Checking protocol was carried out correctly, but Darren England lost sight of the on-field decision thinking. What? Good job! A goal had been given and this upheld it with a quick check complete. This makes things way worse because when the goal was essentially wasn't given, Darren England could have obviously should have immediately corrected his decision. It's one thing getting confused by an on-field decision, but if England gave a goal with the lines drawn to confirm, yet then saw play about to restart without it counting, it's ridiculous. He or anyone in the VAR room wouldn't say anything. It's not a quiz show where the officials can only accept VAR first answer. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, so I don't know what Darren England's job. This is Darren England's job. He's on VAR. Pretend I'm on VAR. I'm on VAR duty. I'm on VAR duty, yeah? Right? I'm sitting there in my night vest, right? On VAR duty, right? I'm watching the game. I'm watching the game. Oh, call comes in. There's a goal. Referee's giving it a non-decision. Right, now I'm looking at it. I'm drawing my lines. Oh, that's definitely... No, that's onside. Oh, what was that? Cup of tea, Jill? Yeah, 3 sugars, Jill. 3 sugars. Milky, but not too milky. Right, back to this. Oh, shit, it's gone. Shit. Oh, bollocks. I can't remember if it was onside or offside. Just go with your... Gets in the ref microphone. Go with your on-field decision. Offside. That's what happened. That's basically what happened. Check complete. Because Jim asked him if he wanted a cup of tea and he got distracted. 3 sugars, love, milky. Yeah, go on, I'll have a bourbon biscuit. Yeah. And a custard cream. Go on, it's a Saturday. I'll have a custard cream. Shit! The screen's gone. And he can't remember. And he just goes, check complete. Check complete. Fucking div. Oh, my God. Every week, teams are getting done by dodgy officials. That's why I'm saying. I'm not just saying Liverpool. I'm saying all 20 teams, or maybe 19 teams, because one team don't happen to. But all 20 teams should just get together and go, you know what? We're sick of this. We're absolutely sick of it. You're costing us something in every game. Get together and go, we're not playing next week till you sort it out. You can't have someone who's employed. I bet they're paid well. I bet they're paid really well to sit there for 90 minutes and do this. Watch a game. They watch a game. Oh, refs made a decision. They look at the replay for as long as they want to. Like Everton game earlier against Luton, they took 3.5 minutes to get the Calvert-Lewin decision, so they can take as long as they like. It's like... And then gets distracted by Jill, who asks him if he wants a cup of tea, and then he hasn't got his screen no more and just goes check complete. I just don't. It's a sackable offence by Darren England, in my opinion. He should never, ever, 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 ever be in charge of VAR ever again. Darren England should never be allowed to take control of VAR ever again for anyone's matches, because who would trust him? And I'm being serious here. If you're a manager of one of these Premier League teams, yeah, if you're a manager of one of these Premier League teams where, as I said, there's so much money riding on each result, would you trust Darren England sitting in the VAR room to make sure he gets your decisions correct when they should be correct, and can back it up and with the way he's done his job. I wouldn't. So that's what I'm saying, guys. I'm sticking up for all 20 teams here. Sticking up for all 20 teams. This is just not a Liverpool thing. I'm sticking up for all of you. I'm not coming here with any agendas. I'm sticking up with all of you. There's so much more to... I just can't believe this. Right, what I do, I'll get it up on the screen. I'll get it up on the screen so people can see it themselves. Hang on. There it is there. Everyone can read it for themselves, man. Like United really says, and we need to hear what they're saying as well. I agree. Because we don't know what they're talking about. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, exactly. He basically wasn't taking, he weren't paying attention. It's his job to pay attention. It's all he's got to do is sit there and watch a 90-minute game. And he weren't paying attention. It just, I get so upset by this sort of stuff. I really do, guys. Because yet again, I keep saying that there's so much fine margins in the Premier League. You can get relegated by fine margins. You can get into title places with fine margins. You can get into European places by fine margins. That's why the Premier League is so exciting, because everything is so fine margins. And then you have mistakes like this where the person who's in charge of doing VAR to make sure they get the correct decision on the day, so everything is a level playing field and a fair game, is not paying attention. It's a sackable offence. It's as simple as that. If I'm a Premier League manager and I find out Darren England is the VAR official, I do not trust his judgment. Why would you trust his judgment? Why would you trust his judgment? It's just mad. It's just mad. I've been saying this for a while now. The people that run VAR, the officials that do VAR, should have nothing to do with the referees that ref the game. Because the problem is, the people that run VAR, the officials that run VAR, are all mates with the referees on the pitch, because they're referees themselves. So Darren England would referee a game next week, probably, yeah? And the bloke who's ref today will probably do a VAR stint, yeah? They're all friends. I've been saying for a long time now, train up separate officials to be in charge of VAR, and they have nothing to do with the match officials on the pitch. They don't know them. They should not even know their name. They shouldn't even know who the referee is until the game starts. They should have no correlation with them whatsoever. And then you get a fairer game. It's just mad. I feel for all 20 teams at the moment. And that's my honest opinion. I feel for all the teams in the Premier League, because it's happening to everyone, not just Liverpool right now. But I come with it from a Liverpool point of view, because it's a Liverpool channel, and that's who I'm talking about right now. And it's just really upsetting from that point of view. But big up Ben Jacobs. Thank you for everyone in the chat letting me know there was a new article on it. I do appreciate it. I just want to bring up some things from the game now. So let me, if this ever comes up, there you go. So we were told at the beginning of the season, You will get a yellow card if you do this now. Brandishing an imaginary yellow card that the referee to get another player booked. We were told that is now a yellow card. And Udogie was already on a yellow card when he did this. So he should have been booked and sent off. They're the rules. They're literally the rules. We got told the new rules in the summer that you can't go up to referees. You can't swear at referees no more. If you start talking back to a referee and swearing a referee, they book you. What happened at the beginning of the season? Players used to talk to referees and they booked them, didn't they? You can't time waste because we'll put more time added on. And if you throw up imaginary yellow cards, it's an automatic booking. Yeah? So where was the red card there? Where was the yellow card? Why ain't nothing being done? Why ain't nothing being done? You know, Jamie, apparently Skull in the chat, Simon Cook was decent today and we shouldn't complain about him. Yeah, but if anyone's listening, I'm not just on about Liverpool. I'm on about all 20 teams in the league, so I'm not coming with an agenda. So people, please listen. I'm on about your teams as well. If you don't support Liverpool, I'm on about your teams as well that are getting bad decisions from these shit officials right now. So I'm not even being biased here. I really ain't. But I'm going by what the rules are in the game. I'm going by what the rules are in the game. What we was told the fans that will happen. You can't mouth off at referees and talk to referees anymore. They automatically book you. That's what they're doing at the beginning of the season. You can't show a referee an imaginary yellow card because it's a booking offence. You can't offend. Van Dijk told a ref where to go and got 2 extra games on his suspension. I'm just saying facts, what the rules are, but they're not abiding by their own rules. They're making up new rules on match days. And that's what it seems like to me. Do you know what I mean? It's what it seems like to me, that when we play, anyone who plays a game, the officials make up new rules in the moment. Yeah, that is a rule, but we're not going to go by it this day. Today, we're not going by the rule. Like, it's madness to me. They come up with rules in the summer. Which they go abide by in the Premier League this year. And they tell all the players in the Premier League, they tell all the managers in the Premier League, and then they put a statement out so us fans can understand what's going on this season. And then they don't even abide by their own rules anymore. It does my head in. That's what it does my head in. Oh, my StreamYard is going so slow. Come on. Big up Australian Gooner. Big up Jamie in the biggest club in England, Liverpool, but you should have smashed that little chicken even with 9 men, they're average. Yeah, I'm going to get to the game. I love these ones. Geezer sounds like a West Ham fan with his accent. Yeah, I'm from South East London, my friend. South East London. I just want consistency for every Premier League team in the country. That's all I'm asking for. I think I'm being quite fair here. I could literally, as a Liverpool channel, just be completely biased. I could sit here and be completely biased and say it only happens against Liverpool constantly. No other team gets this, but I'm not. I'm actually being quite fair, I think, and saying this is happening to all the teams in the Premier League. They're getting bad officiating and bad VAR calls against all the teams in the Premier League, and it's happening every week now. So I think I'm keeping it quite fair, to be fair. Big up, Sean, becoming a member. Much love, my friend. Where's it gone? It was there a minute ago. Hang on. Sorry, my thing's playing up. My StreamYard. Big up, Sean, becoming a YouTube member. Much love, my friend. Thank you very much. You're a beautiful person. Beautiful people. You're all beautiful people. Thank you very much for being here today. I do really, really, really appreciate all the love you guys are showing. Thank you very much. Someone up in the repo. He made some rich gambling money. You had a choice between Millwall. You had a choice between Charlton and Millwall. I did, but I'm 42 years of age, and my dad's a massive Liverpool fan. So when your dad's a massive Liverpool fan, and back when I was a kid, there was no Sky or anything like that, and we had something called the Sunday Big Match on ITV every Sunday or Saturday, and it was only one game a week. And back when I was a kid, the biggest team in the world at the time was Liverpool Football Club. My dad was a Liverpool fan. I sat down with my dad to watch football when I was a kid, and it was Liverpool on the telly. And I watched a player called John Barnes doing things of football that I've never seen anything in my life. And that was 1988. And I became a Liverpool fan. And I've never left it since. So when people ask why do I support Liverpool being a Londoner, that's the reason. And by the way, if you want your team to be the biggest team in the world, which is the most supported team in the world, there's fans all over the world. Simple as that. Big up Psychedelic. Appreciate you too, my friend. Mo's booking was terrible. Definitely. I don't get that. I don't get the Mo booking. Big up Colin in the chat. Sorry, my kid came into the room. But Arsenal won the league in '89. Big up Australian Gooner, much love, man. Jamie, big up to Wolves for showing us today City can be beaten. Yeah, well, City didn't have Rodri today, and that's what happens, ain't it? When they don't have Rodri, they're not as good. Mo did well not to punch the ref. Yeah, madness. But let's get to the game. Let's get to the game because I've had my say in all this. I could go on all night about it. Jamie, I bet you remember midweek sports special Wednesday night, all the cup games. Yes, man, of course. I used to love that time. I used to love that time as a football fan. But let's talk about the game, guys. Talk about the game. I thought Liverpool were fantastic. I'm going to say it right now. When it was 11 versus 11, before Curtis Jones got sent off, Liverpool were dominating this game. It's as simple as that. I thought Liverpool looked a class above. I thought Liverpool looked an absolute class above Tottenham today, especially when it was 11 versus 11. I thought we outplayed them. I thought we were counter-attacking at will. Tottenham had some nice spells in the game, but I think they only had one shot in that first half. For the first 30 minutes, I think Tottenham only had one shot and 3 touches in our box. Liverpool all over Spurs, all over them. And we know we had a goal disallowed, which shouldn't have been disallowed. We know that now, where Diaz should have put us 1-0 up. And then obviously Tottenham went and scored when we went down to 10 men. It is what it is. Yeah, it was a good goal by Son, who I keep telling you, tremendous footballer. And then, look, Gakpo gets a goal. Good twist and turn. Good finish by Cody Gakpo. But then he does his knee in. Now, the rumours at the moment is that Gakpo's done his ACL. If that's true, that's his season done. He was seen leaving in a knee brace today. Hopefully, that's just a precaution till he has a scan. It's the right thing to do. Just put someone in a knee brace as a precaution. But there's a lot of rumours going online at the moment that Liverpool think it might be an ACL. And if it is an ACL, we won't see Gakpo now until next season. It's as simple as that. Big up to round 9. Big up Bill. Hope you're doing well, Jamie. You're bang on, mate. It's got me thinking that I need to stop watching now. My blood pressure during the match went through the roof. Yeah, man, you should have been watching my watch long. I was not in a good place. That's the rumours at the moment. So hopefully that's not the case because, Liverpool have to go in the market in the winter and get a new striker. But yeah, Cody Gakpo, we'll find out probably Monday or Tuesday. Probably on Tuesday what's happened to Cody. He'll probably have a scan on Monday. Well, it's Sunday tomorrow, so he'll probably have a scan on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll find out the degree of what happened to Cody Gakpo. Hopefully it's just bruising or a twisted knee or something like that, a bit of swelling, and he's just out for a couple of weeks and he'll be back. That's what I'm hoping. But if it's an ACL, there was no contact, was there, on his knee? He just twisted. It's the way he twisted and turned. I'm just hoping that he's just twisted his knee a little bit and the muscles got a bit pulled in his knee, or he's just pulled the muscles around his kneecap or something like that. And it just needs to, hopefully relax on it, take some time out on it, and he'll be back. Guys, we've got 181 people in here and only 87 likes. Let's get to 100 likes right now. If you've not hit that like button yet, please go and press that like button. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Go and smash that like button right now. Let's get to 100 likes. Thank you very much. Ivan Toney would be perfect, man. Big up Josh in the chat. Thank you very much, my friend. But yeah, look, I thought Liverpool played extremely well. I was proud of the boys today. I thought we were showing courage in the attack. Especially how well Tottenham are playing. I thought Tottenham looked lethargic today, considering we're the ones who played on midweek and Tottenham had a week's rest for this game. I actually think we look fresher than Tottenham. I thought Tottenham looked slow. I thought Tottenham looked lethargic today. I didn't think they looked good at all. And I thought we were battering them. And I thought it was only a matter of time. And if Diaz's goal stood like it should have stood, I honestly believe we would have gone and won this game 3 or 4-1 till the officials took over. I really do. Till the officials took over and decided, you know what, Liverpool are too good here. We need to put an end to it. Till they took over, I think Liverpool were in cruise control in this game. I thought they were fantastic. Look, the red card from Curtis Jones, it's a difficult one. What does everyone in the chat think? What does everyone in the chat think about the Curtis Jones red card? For everyone who wants to come on tonight, big up. I see Mike in the chat. I think I saw John in the chat. Guys, what I do a call-in show on. I might do a call-in show Monday evening. So I'll do a call-in show Monday evening, going over this game after we've had a few more days to talk about it, and so I'll get you all on Monday evening, guys. What do we think on the red card? What do we think? What do we think on the red card? Because Curtis Jones has obviously not gone to make any play on hurting the player. He's not gone with any viciousness. He's not gone to attack the player or put any will hurt on the footballer. There's no doubt about that. He's gone for the ball. His foot has sort of like come off the top of the football. And when your foot slides off top of the football, there is only one way your foot can go. And that's that way, studs up. So the way they're going, he went onto the football, his foot slid off the top of the ball, and you can't keep your foot going in that motion. So your foot goes into that motion, and that's when he goes into his ankle. The thing I will say, because it is complete accident, but I can understand why it was a red card. I can't sit here and say, I don't understand why that was a red card. That makes no sense. I can actually understand why it was a red card. But the thing I will say, and this is VAR again, did anyone notice that when the referee went to check the monitor, that they had the picture, a still frame picture of the foot like that on the ankle? Did anyone notice that? That shouldn't have been allowed, because he saw it before he watched the replay. So in his head, straight away, he's like, that's a red card. That shouldn't have been allowed. You shouldn't be having your foot in that position on the replay. So, because on the replays make everything look worse. No matter if you make a proper tackle, it'll always look bad. But it looked awful. I'm not saying Curtis Jones, it did look bad, yeah? The ankle, it looked like it could break his leg. But the picture was just on the screen while he's walking over. Like, the picture was just on the screen while he's walking over. And you can see the picture on the screen. He's like, well, that's a red card, walking over. I can see the picture. That's a red card. That's a red card. That's a red... Like, walking over. Walking over, and he's like, I don't need to see the video. Don't worry about it, John. Oh, Darren, don't worry about it, son. Don't worry about playing the video. Just leave the picture there, man. I'm influenced by this picture. Don't worry about the video. No, don't play it back. Don't play it back. That's bad. That shouldn't have happened. He shouldn't have seen a still picture like that while he's walking up to the screen. He should have seen the video in real time, and then they can put the still picture up after, and then he can make his decision. But if I'm a referee and I'm walking up to a screen where that picture is on the screen while I'm walking up to it, automatically I'm influenced and I'm going to give the red card because that's human nature. So I'm not actually going to blame the ref there because it's human nature. You're being influenced by a picture that you're seeing where you shouldn't be seeing that first. That picture should come up last after he's seen the video replay. Again, that is VAR and a certain Darren England who shouldn't have a job no more. Simple as that. Simple as that. Big up Jean Gray in the house. Exactly, Jamie. They're already set a presence by showing that still. Exactly. You know, we would all think it, guys. If we're all the referee there and you see that picture while you're walking up to the screen, it was on the whole time. And he's walking up to the screen and that picture is there all the way he walks up to the screen. And when he stands there, even Gary Neville in commentary said, are they going to show the video? Even Gary Neville, who hates us, even he said, are they going to show the replay? Because they're just showing the picture. And even Gary Neville said the referee's been influenced by seeing the picture on the screen. It's just, no, I'm not really upset with the Curtis Jones red card because I can understand it. It's a pure accident. Curtis Jones has had no malice in hurting that off player. I think it was Basuma, wasn't it? He had no intentions of hurting him whatsoever. It was a pure accident. His foot slid off the ball. It's a pure accident, but I can understand why it's a red card. Right? I can understand it. But it's the replay. It's just what they do on VAR. It's disgusting. Here's the thing that pees me off the most, though. The Jota one. Jota got a yellow card for running. Diogo Jota got a yellow card for running. Yeah, Jota, just going for a run. Just going for a run, son. Just going for a run. There you go. I've got a player in front of me. I'm just going to let him keep running because if I tackle him, I'll probably get booked. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to carry on running. And he fell over in front of me. Have you ever gone shopping and walking the high street or something like that? And you're just walking up the high street and someone falls over in front of you. Have you ever had that happen? It's happened to me a few times. Where someone just falls over in front of you. Yeah? It's not like you didn't push that person. You're just walking behind them and they've just tripped over their own feet and fallen over, yeah? That's what happened. The fullback just fell over. Udogie just fell over. He fell over his own feet. And the ref went, so are you watching the game, mate? Are you literally watching the game? I don't know what these refs are doing. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. And then what Jota did for the second thing is stupid. That's on Jota. Right, that's on Diogo Jota. He got booked and then minutes later making that tackle when you've just been booked. That's on Diogo Jota. That's his idiotic fault. Right? That's his stupid fault. But the fact still remains he should never have got booked in the first place. He should have never got booked in the first place. But him doing that on the second challenge is his own fault. So it's a madness. It's a madness. But then we've got 9 men, guys. Then we're playing with 9 men. And we put in a performance. An absolute beautiful performance. And this is why I'm saying it. This Spurs team are not great. They could not break down 9-man Liverpool. They had no idea what to do. As Gary Neville said on commentary, Tottenham have run out of ideas. And in fact, when we had 10 men, we were still attacking Tottenham and getting into good areas of the pitch with Mo Salah. I still think Mo Salah shouldn't have been brought off. I think that was a little bit of a mistake. I think we should have kept Salah on because we were still, for some reason with 9 men, Tottenham was still giving us chances to attack. It's mental. We should have had no chances to attack. And then at the end of the game, Joel Matip puts in the worst own goal I've ever seen in my life. I still don't know what Joel Matip was doing. I don't know what was running through his head. I thought Joel Matip had a very good game till then as well. I thought Van Dijk had a great game as well today. I thought Joe Gomez had a really good game. I thought the whole defence had a good game today. But I just don't know what Matip was doing. I don't know what Matip was doing. He was good all game, Matip. And then he did that thing at the end. It was a bit weird to it was a bit weird to me. As Josh says, and it's true. We look dangerous with 9 men. Even with 9 men, we look dangerous. And this is what I'm saying. I don't think these Tottenham teams all that. I think they're a good side. I've heard Tottenham fans ringing up Talk Sport today, going hysteria, going there in a title challenge. We're proving it by beating Liverpool. He didn't beat Liverpool. Joel Matip scored a ridiculous own goal, and the officials beat Liverpool Football Club today. And I'm not having to go to Tottenham Hotspur. This is not about Tottenham. If Tottenham beat us fair and square and just outplayed us today, I'll be sitting here right now going, fair enough. You know, Tottenham are quality. But they didn't. We look more threatening than Tottenham on the attack with 9 men. We look more threatening than Tottenham with 10 men. And we were far better than Tottenham when it was 11 versus 11. And they're facts. Go back and watch the game. It's absolute 100% facts. Joel Matip just had a shit. Joel Matip just took his head for a shit. That's what happened there. He just literally took his head for a shit and scored an own goal. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And the officials took over. It's a mad one to me. It's a mad one to me. It really is. Just mad to me. But I'm proud of the boys. I really am. Because personally today, I think Liverpool showed mentality today. I ain't going to lie, man. I think we showed maturity. I thought we showed great mentality today. Jurgen can be proud of the boys. I'm proud of the boys today. I am proud of this football team. I know we lost. And people go, we lost Jamie. But look at the circumstances today. When it was 11 versus 11, Liverpool were a better team. When Liverpool went down to 10 men, they were still the better team. They had a goal disallowed when it shouldn't have been disallowed. They had a red card with Jota when it shouldn't have been a red card. Yeah? There was incidents in the game as well that cost us little things. There was a penalty decision for Gomez that was never checked for some reason. So in this scenario, the mentality of these players was second tier for me. Was second tier. And I've got no worries about us next week against Brighton. None. So we show that mentality against Brighton and keep all 11 players on the pitch and the officials keep their noses out. We smash them. I'm actually quite happy about the future of this football club. I'm actually positive about how well our season's going to be this year. Next week, we're going to come back fighting, man. We're going to come back fighting. And actually, everyone watching Liverpool right now, rivals watching us right now, be afraid, man. I'd be worried because we're back. And I'm telling you right now, we are. We're back. And the mentality we show to man, we can defend. And what it shows to me today as well, that Liverpool can defend well when they need to. Our defenders aren't dead. We can defend well when we need to. We can play. We've got a brand new midfield. Our new midfielders like McAllister and Szoboszlai have come to the football club and in 7 games are showing mentality and playing for the badge. They're playing for that. The badge. And I see it already. And it makes me a happy fan. It makes me a happy fan. Makes me a happy fan. Seeing this from new players in our team. Gravenberch came on. You know, and he went, you know what? You know what? I'm a new player here. But he gave the mentality of a bloody old player. Love it. I love it. We're going to be fine this season, guys. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. We're going to be absolutely fine this season. This ain't going to hurt the players. Do you know what the players going to feel like? It's us against them. That's what they're going to act like. Siege mentality. That is what Jurgen Klopp should be putting into their heads all the way till next week's games. All the way to Brighton. We've got a game midweek, ain't we, against Union Berlin or whoever it is. Right? Till we can play on Thursday night, Klopp should be going, siege mentality. It's us against them. Show them what you can do. Oh, I forgot another thing as well. Diaz's miss. I totally forgot about that. That Mo Salah pass to Diaz. Most creative right winger in the world. There's no better right winger in Mo Salah in world football. It's guaranteed now. That pass to Luis Diaz. And Luis Diaz made it. And he missed. I'm going to have conversations about Luis Diaz next week, guys. I'm going to have a chat about Luis Diaz next week in a video, guys. I might do it as a coffee morning show on Monday. Got conversations about Luis Diaz. Really have. But big up, guys. I appreciate you sticking with me on a late Saturday night. Thank you very much. It's now Sunday morning for us here in the UK. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Siege mentality. Us against them. Big up to everyone. You're all beautiful people. Much love to everyone donating to the channel as well. Means a lot to me. New members, super chats. Much love. Appreciate all that, guys. I really do. We're on our way to 5,000 subscribers. Please go and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, you're beautiful people. As always, I'm going to go and watch the boxing tonight. Canelo, you do the same thing. Enjoy it. Let's relax now. Liverpool are back, guys. We're the mentality monsters. Don't worry about anything. It's us against them. Us against them. Siege mentality. Big up, you beautiful people. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.